it's a very interesting concept. It's very difficult to explain. I mean, like 20 years and I see different patterns and how it mixes and how it merges and how it combines. But it is definitely fascinating. I should be able to explain this easily, being a numerologist for 20 years. But when people ask me what is numerology, I am still stumped because it is very difficult to explain something that is tangible yet intangible, all encompassing yet invisible. So it's very, very hard to put into words what numerology is. You have the traditional understanding of numerology, which is numbers and taken from your date of birth, and prediction, numerology as prediction, numerology as like astrology. So you have your star sign. In numerology, you have your life path. So it is taken in the context of something that is not real, not scientific, or it's a metaphysical study. For me, it's very much based on numbers as vibrations, living vibrations, energetic vibrations, and they vibrate at certain frequencies. So when those numbers vibrate or combine, they create a different rhythm or a different note, a different music. So the same thing as like when you have a piano and you have many different keys. If you play just one note, that's one particular note. When you combine it with another note, it makes a different rhythm or a different frequency. The same thing with numbers. When you have one number, that is what it is intrinsically, is that one music note. Then you combine it with another number, it adds a second layer. You combine it with another number, a third number, it adds a different tone or a different layer, which creates the mood or the frequency or the interaction of those notes. So numerology for me is very intrinsic and very ancient, because it is vibrational energy. So when you have vibrational energy, it doesn't matter what you label it. Number 2 in Chinese is still the same vibration and frequency as a number 2 in English. And when the numbers combine with life path, attitude number, day number, the different pinnacles, those vibrations are active and they are activated. And when you see them activated, you go through the cycles of your life, then you are able to see the pattern in your life. So each vibration symbolizes or represents a certain pattern. Like a number 4 will be a heavier number. There's more hardship if it's in a pinnacle. There is more foundational when it's in a year. So what we get or what we understand is that the vibrations combine to make different frequencies. Your life patterns can be seen through the combinations of those numbers. So numbers exist whether you believe it or not. The vibrations are already there whether you see it or not. or whether you see the patterns or not. They are active because they are living. They are vibrating at that level. The day that you were born or that you chose to be born is the vibration you have chosen, the frequency that you have chosen to live and experience for this life. That vibration is already active. It could be a lucky vibration. It could be a bad luck vibration. It could be a very easy life. It could be a very hard life where everything, is like a struggle. It is happening in the background, whether you acknowledge it or not, whether you know about it or not, or whether you believe it or not. So, similar to the waves in the ocean, they will just come, and the tides will come and go. Whether you are standing there watching the tide, seeing the ocean or not, or whether you are inland and cannot see the ocean, the tide is still coming and going. So it's still moving, going in, going out, creating its own rhythm, creating its own patterns. So whether you stand there as witness or whether you don't stand there as witness, the tide and the ocean is still moving. The same thing with numbers and frequency. It is still moving. It is still happening in your life. It is still active. It is activating all the things that comes with that number. So that number gets activated. And in numerology, we are able to see the patterns of that number. We are able to decode or decipher the patterns of that number. We can't change the number, we can't change the pattern, but at least we can manage it, or we are aware of it and we know what's coming. We can benefit from it. We can also ignore it and say, it doesn't matter, I don't believe it, it will just do whatever it has to do. So that's fine also. It doesn't matter whether you believe it, understand it, accept it, or live it. It is still going to happen in that pattern and in that frequency and in that way. That leads to a question of whether you think, so does that mean it's already predestined, everything is already written, or that fate or that life is already, you have no freedom of choice, there is no free will and you can't decide? Because if that number is bad luck, then you just go towards that bad luck, or if that number is hard, then you just go towards that hard life. No number is good and no number is bad. It just depends on how it shows up for you. And you get to choose how it shows up, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. So this is where the difference is. The numbers are like a tool or a vehicle to get from one place to another place. You can either ride in a Ferrari or you can ride in a Toyota to that place, depending on your numbers. Or you could be taking the public transport, and some are walking. So that's their numbers for their life, and that's how their vehicle is. So their vehicle is driving them to that destination. The destination also can be also determined by the number. So I don't know if that's explained what is numerology.